Right off the bat. What the frick was that? So it starts out with Rhythm Heaven. What do you think about that?
Didn't they announce that last year? Shouldn't it be out by now? I feel.
I felt that with the whole direct. This was their big opener, and it was freaking Rhythm Heaven.
A lot of funny white crackers on Twitch play it these
Uh,
days. It's funny because you watch them rage at the hard part, but it's so quirky. It's a quirk chungus game. The J-Schlatt crowd, the coworker streamer crowd, those types of people, the Germas.
I remember people saying the chorus kids were going to be in Smash Bros. That was a thing people genuinely wanted for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why. This is a bum stream. I can't remember what happened, and I watched it less than 24 hours ago. Everyone did. To me, only three things happened: that Rhythm Heaven, the Xenoblade shit, and then the Zelda announcement. I don't know what happened in between.
There was a lot of Souls-like games that all looked the same.
Part of the fun of the Switch one was that it actually had a good indie base, and you just got a lot of good indie games out of that. I guess the market isn't as strong as it was in 2016, 2017. So now everything's just stagnating. Stellar Blade came out last year. That's part of my problem. It's just now we're just playing fucking catch up for the Switch 2.
Exactly. It's already behind. It's not even on par. It's a PS4 level. I don't know how you could be excited for this unless you only own a Nintendo Switch 2.
Rayman Legends Retold, that was already announced 3 days ago. So like that wasn't a surprise. I keep seeing ads for this, but it doesn't make an impression on me. Big Walk looks all right, but that should be a footnote. It's something that took 5 minutes.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on Big Walk.
I'd rather see Peak come to the Switch too. I'd rather see the announcement for that than what was a Big Walk.
It looks fun. I'll play it for 10 minutes, but then I'll probably not play it again.
One Piece Grand Gourmet, that is just a mobile game.
It looks like a mobile game. I saw an actual argument that this direct was good.
Guys, we had a Pokemon Pokopia free update.
You got excited over an update?
You got excited over an update for a game for preschoolers? I don't want to make fun of games that aren't made for me, but if I was a kid, I'd be freaking bored during this whole presentation. The rest of this presentation is not for kids. That was the only kid-directed one. I'd be freaking bored if I was 9 watching this.
A lot of grown adults with pubic hair play Pokemon Pokopia. Not me, but I know of some. I was fine watching that because it's just, okay, people like this game, and so you get like an update, they'll add more Pokemon, which is the whole point. Sure, alright, that works for me, but if you're considering that as a +1 as opposed to a 0 and neutral, then what the fuck are you... What the fuck, man?
What are you actually talking about? If you're a kid, I get kids love this kind of game, but if you're over the age of 25 and you're saying Pokemon Pokopia update was part of the reason why this direct was peak, you just need to look at yourself in the mirror for a sec.
I think you need to be chemically castrated. It's not like you were getting much anyway. No, who am I kidding, man? All the Pokemon fans get action. They just get it with other Pokemon fans. Maybe we're out of the loop. At the same time, I don't want to be in that loop. It smells. Anyway.
Next was Fire Emblem.
I am feeling confident about this one. Fire Emblem Engage was just a step down from, at least kind of presentation-wise and theme-wise, from Three Houses. And Fortune's Weave looks like it has the ambition that Three Houses had, which was a good direction. So hopefully they jump on top of that.
I liked Three Houses. Fire Emblem isn't my favorite, but this one looks good.
4 hours of it, man.
I only played 4 or 6 hours of it. I played a decent amount of it.
Did you even get to the time skip?
I don't know. I played it on a road trip.
Oh my god.
I played it on a 13-hour road
That's not how you're
trip.
supposed to play it.
I played so much of it in a row, and I was like, this is good, but it wasn't my thing. But this game looks good. This is the first game on this direct where I could understand where someone's coming from being excited.
That's true, yeah.
And then, what's this? Next level ninja battles. Ninjala.
I'm not gonna lie, I was watching this direct at work, and so I was half glancing at my phone and back to my computer. So, I do not know anything about this game, other than I looked at it for 1 second, and it looked like crap, so I looked away.
Turn 360 degrees away from it.
I turned 360 degrees away from it. So, you know, I have no credibility for this one. So tell me what I missed with Ninjala 2, The Uncharted Planet. Mr. Vinox.
I'm rewatching it right now. If you're a kid, that'd be fun. I guess.
Don't think about the kids.
Whatever. I have nothing to say about that. Okay, then DK Challenge. This is cool.
Oh,
I
Hey,
guess.
challenge, man. If you can survive getting fucked by DK for 2 minutes, you don't get castrated.
You get my Nintendo points.
You get my Nintendo points. You get $2 off your next $60 game. I was
Dude,
this is just a bunch of shit you can do in the DK Bonanza now. Limited time thing. What is there shit to win?
I
Just
don't-
For your enjoyment.
it wasn't even really clear what was happening.
Yeah, I was confused. And this is what I gave my full attention to, so I was confused.
And I love Donkey Kong, and I really like Bonanza, but yeah, I don't know what any of this is. I'll check it out. I had no idea what they're even talking about in that part. But then the DK paid DLC Mario Bros. Crossover? For the 40th anniversary of Mario Bros., we're gonna do an outfit for Donkey Kong and Pauline for the paid DLC.
Just get a Mario hat?
You
Are they
just
already
get-
Mario characters?
He just gets a Mario hat.
These characters are already in all the tennis games and shit. It's not impressive to throw a Mario hat in Donkey Kong. Like a 7-year-old impressed watching The Simpsons because they referenced Dig Dug or Donkey Kong.
Homer took out the iPhone in this episode. Whoa.
If you look in the background, you'll see Time Crisis 4. Oh, little niche one for you gamers in the back. Throw in something, niche. Throw in some Mr. Game & Watch, that iconic character from the Mario Galaxy movie. Or throw in a Metroid. And that one song by Fall Out Boy, they rhymed George Floyd with Metroid.
Next one.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
This vampire game also looks like a mobile game.
In all fairness, Vampire Survivors is a very good mobile game. That's it though, it's just Vampire Survivors, but you play as Gojo. I don't watch this show. It looks like crap. Like every time anyone tries to explain to me, it just sounds like crap, so I don't watch it.
Sounds like friggin' crap.
It sounds like friggin' crap, man. Yeah, Bread and Circus anime gets a Bread and Circus game. Work guide.
Looks fun, but I'll probably never play it. And it looks like a mobile game on a $500 system. Next one, up for the challenge. What is this?
Lords of the Fallen 2?
Yep.
Lords of the Fallen has a niche fan base. It is like the most Souls-like game without being Souls. So it's just more flop for those guys who can't tell them apart. I thought this already came out 7 years ago too. Let me check when this came out. It came out in
Probably.
2023. It came out in 2023.
3-year-old game being sold for full price, probably. If people like Souls-like games, more power to you. It looks good.
Pass it on for Liza P Complete Edition.
Liza P, I need to talk about this. This
Why?
game made me laugh so hard when I started watching it. Liza P, so it's about Pinocchio. Oh, we can't call it Liza Pinocchio. We have to call it Liza P.
Pinocchio in the game, I think.
That sounds so much better. Liza P. That name just made me laugh really hard.
Oh, it's from 2 years ago. Actually, it was really fun. I was at Best Buy the other day, and they're doing one of those just demos on the TV that just auto loops, and they use this game to demonstrate the dynamic lighting you could get out of it, and it's just really Liza P. Every time I look at this game, the colors palette is gray. Like
It's so dark. I'm like
What?
visually dark when I'm watching it right now. It used to illustrate what HDR looks like, or what?
something like that. You can have a dynamic setting to make certain colors pop, and it's just you're using it to play Liza P. Not some I don't know something that has a lot of shit going on like Cyberpunk, maybe Monster Hunter. Those are probably better examples than Liza P, where like there's only one color. But yeah.
It's just so immature just laughing at that name. It's just like going up to Best Buy, hey, can I have the new Lies of P Complete Edition?
Is this your first time hearing of it?
Yeah, it's the first time hearing it. Like, when they
Oh.
just said, in the game where there's Pinocchio, Lies of P, and I'm just like, is
Oh.
the P stand for Pinocchio, or what does the P stand for?
Yeah, probably. I didn't play it, but it came out 2 years ago, so it's had some time to. Yeah, I didn't even know there was DLC. Devil May Cry. They better make another one of these soon because the fan base is fucking annoying, and they just keep repeating the same 3 jokes. The game is just alright. We've had, what, 8 years to appreciate it, and it's whatever.
Another old game. Good for people who like that game, that's cool. But it's been out. It's been out for years now.
Let me see it here on Steam. $30. Yeah, it's been out forever. Who wants to play this?
You know it's gonna be $70. And it's $30 on all other
Switch.
platforms.
It's giving me less of a reason to buy the Switch too, because now I gotta pay for shit I have already owned for 8 years at this point.
I like the Switch 2, and I think there are some really great games on there, but this Direct was not impressive at all. I don't know what people are seeing in this that I'm not. This next one, whatever the frick this genuinely looks like a Flash game. What am I looking at?
At first I thought it was Beautiful Joe, but then like it wasn't. And then it just bummed me out, and I was like, oh, this doesn't look very good.
That's all I got.
That's all I gotta say too. Alright, Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3. Guess what? Actually, this reminds me of... Every time I hear about Xenoblade, I recall when I was in Tennessee for some rowing-related thing, and we were passing just this car who had a bunch of just Gooner anime stickers on the back. And I elbowed my friend. I was just like, hey, look at that guy's sticker. What a loser, right? And then we pulled up to where we could see into his driver's seat, and he was just the fattest fucking neck beard of all time. And then my friend was just like, average Xenoblade player. And now I just can't look at this franchise without thinking about that guy. That's all for me. You take the rest of this one.
It's if this was free, I think this would be worth getting excited for. If all of these things, these updates were free, it'd be like, wow, that's really cool. Enhanced graphics, enhanced frame rate, plus you get a high roll cycle, like the from Breath of the Wild type thing. That's kind of cool. But I know all of this is gonna be like $40 each probably, or $30. Even $20 is too much. It's just not worth the money for that. If you don't own the game already, then it might be worth it, but if you already own the game, Capcom would release this for free because they're just awesome like that. The remake Resident Evil games, they updated to be like 4K 60 FPS on consoles. They do that for free, which I really appreciate, but Nintendo charges money, which is disappointing. Oh yeah, and Xenoblade 4, I genuinely forgot about this already.
This one kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I don't even... Let me look at the art style again. This looks more like fucking Fire Emblem than anything. It looks like that one Frien anime. If you look at like the original Xenogear, it was meets medieval. This one just seems to just be drifting further and further away from the art style. Were there any robots in this fucking trailer?
I didn't see a single robot. I genuinely forgot about this and thought it was a Fire Emblem game for a second. I don't see no robots. This almost looks like a game that wasn't a Xenoblade game that they're making a Xenoblade game. I don't know. I never played Xenoblade, but this is my thoughts. Why does everyone have elf ears?
Xenoblade's got fantasy elements here and there, and I guess with 2 and 3 it started leaning into those heavier. There was still just some groundedness to... I guess they lost the plot with those, so really anything's up in the air. And now it's just another fucking RPG.
Yep, another RPG. We need more of those. Okay.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort.
I was actually excited about this one. Then I realized half the sports were the sports we've already had in the last game.
I was not feeling excited for... I watched some clip of this guy reacting. Oh my god! Oh my god! As if we didn't all buy Nintendo Switch Sports and realize it sucked to begin with. And now, do people forget the wool was pulled over their eyes once?
Yeah,
Oh, we could play as the Mii's? Oh, big fucking whoop. You still have those ugly-ass motherfuckers that you try to replace him with in there.
Yeah, the Spoko guys. No one likes those. I remember when the first game came out, most people did not like it. And then I gave it a chance, and I actually ended up liking it by the end. I was excited for this one, but literally half the sports are the sports from the last game. So it says 12 sports, but it's probably more like 6 sports. It was weird how half the sports we saw in this were ones you've literally already seen. Give us something we haven't seen before. It'd be cool to have a reimagining of an old sport. Imagine if you can be a baseman in baseball.
I would like to see like cycling expanded on a little more. I felt like the base cycling in Wii Sports Resort was interesting, but was not that engaging. Throw in pickleball, man. It's just as popular.
Back to the baseball thing. Like, what if you're running, you need to dive for a base, so you use a Joy-Con to throw your hand out or something, or direct it somewhere, and it'll be like, safe. I'm not a game designer.
They had 5 years to think about this, and this was their job. We are just thinking about it for 5 minutes.
Exactly. One thing's for sure. Thumbs are very cursed.
Yeah, I don't like thumb wrestling. GTA 5 did it better. We just bash a button.
But another thing, I don't know if this is a good spot to bring this up or not, but there's a Lego Batman game that came out recently. That's gonna have a Switch 2 version, but it said this year, but they haven't officially released the release date for it. And I was wondering, like, why didn't they have that as part of the direct? The Lego Batman game release date, have it be on the screen for 10 seconds or something. I don't know. It's an actual big game that's coming out. They didn't even bring it up once.
It does kind of miff me because if they're not revealing shit like the Persona 4 dates, then that probably doesn't mean it's not coming to the console for a while, the remake. Which is just a sign of how video game development has probably already paced the Switch to an extent. People are gonna have to downgrade hard, or at least developers are gonna have to downgrade their shit hard in order to keep in mind.
With a console.
It was a big deal when Cyberpunk got ported, but that was already 5 years old at that point.
Persona Reload can run it pretty well. It can run 60 FPS docked, and the handheld it runs really well. I don't know, even the Persona 5 update for the Switch 2. Because on the Switch 1 it looks horrible. If they could update that, that'd be awesome.
RuneScape Dragon Wilds, I stopped paying attention for this one.
I've heard of RuneScape. It's like a PS3 game.
I did not pay attention to Hello Kitty Party Land either because, I don't know, it just looked like crappier Mario Party. Mario Party's in a pretty crappy spot right now. Yeah. Star Fox, yeah, I'm 50-50 about this, but I don't have a Switch 2. So I'm inherently excited that we're getting more Star Fox content because I like the Star Fox universe, but for just getting 64 for the umpteenth time, that's kind of miffing me. They already showed that they could repeat the good game and fuck it up with Star Fox Zero. It kind of pisses me off just how they're doing that again. And you know what? This is probably my worst kind of take, but I would want to see a Star Fox game that does something similar to Into the Breach when it comes to kind of building a roguelite, where because it's already a game about going to get the highest score. It was never about the overarching gripping story. It's all about just having the best run possible. So that kind of makes it perfect for a roguelite environment. Going from level to level, maybe just getting stuck in wormhole after wormhole of different Cornerias or Lilat systems. Just do that maybe. That I feel like Star Fox is in the perfect frame rate or category for Nintendo to at least attempt a roguelite. And
Imagine upgrading your ship with different parts. That'd be so cool.
You look at something like Slay the Spire, where they have this branching path where you pick what encounters you want to take. That's perfect for how Star Fox's map looks. Maybe you have to find certain items within a level to proceed to specialer zones that have better loot, but you only have limited inventory when it comes to what you can carry. And it's just, yeah, there's a lot of potential within Star Fox to expand on it, but they're just playing it safe every damn time, and I feel suffering for it. Like, kids don't care that he was in the Mario Galaxy movie. He looks weird now, but if the game ain't good, they're gonna tell.
They did say they're gonna have a free demo of it, so I actually will check that out. I'll let you know how it is. I'm willing to give it a shot. It looks cool. Another thing I was thinking, this will come later with Splatoon as well, but imagine if they didn't announce Splatoon or Star Fox, and then they announced it in this Direct. If they had announced Star Fox and Splatoon at this Direct, it'd be so much more exciting. What, a new Star Fox game? A new Splatoon game? That would be like way more cool. But we already knew about this for months.
Yeah, this was annoying. You could have structured have the Zelda remake in the intro, then end on a Star Fox.
Yeah, and then says, BAM! June, comes out this month. That would be something to be genuinely excited about. They had the pieces. They were there. They were putting the square in the circle hole. The circle in the square hole.
It technically fits if you mash it hard enough, but it don't go there.
It don't go there.
Final Fantasy Resonance, skip.
Skip.
I don't care.
They just started it with, this is the first 2.5D Final Fantasy game. Who cares? I don't care.
They've been in 3D since 1990. When did 7 come out? 1996? I wouldn't care if they're degrading.
They're degrading. And then they showed a shot of like 3D Cloud just randomly. And then it went back to 2.5D. It's so distracting.
Based off a mobile game. It's an adaptation, but not a port, of the world and story from the arc of Bravious Exodus, of Final Fantasy mobile game that was shuttered last year.
I thought you said adaptation, like an adaptation of an app.
It technically is. That's a good pun. Do that pun.
Next time we see another mobile game, I'm gonna use that. But yes, an adaptation. Final Fantasy Resonance. Visuals look cool, but I don't really care.
Pico Nico 2. I never played this, but if you have fun with it, it looks like you'll have fun with it. This next one. The first one was 2D. It was a bit like a Loco Roco to some extent. Now they got the sequel.
There's Dragon Quest. Looks like an adaptation. Then there is Duskbloods.
By From Software.
Souls-like,
It's online.
but it's an online game.
Successor to Bloodborne, but on the Switch.
I don't know what I was looking at, and then it ended. Closed network test. What even was that? And then the trailer's over. Then we talk about Splatoon. I like Splatoon. I enjoy the multiplayer, and I always saw the single player as like a side thing, like an appetizer to the main course. Just a single player game doesn't really appeal to me very much.
I'm not gonna lie, those games are not fun. They're good fun to look at, but they're not fun. They're fun if you're like under the age of 18. That's when I had my fun with them. But then I grew up.
Sorry. That's when I played Splatoon 2, and that's when I was having my most fun with the franchise. That'd be cool if they had mouse controls, but they don't.
Yeah, they don't. That's dumb, because why have the mouse feature? If you're not illustrating what you can do with your technology, and welcome to it does not count. If you're not actually implementing this shit into your games, like, why are you bringing it up, man? What, so you can surf the web easier? I'll just do that on my phone. I don't need a mouse for my phone. What is the mouse feature for? What were they thinking? Did they think I'm gonna play CS:GO? How about you put Counter-Strike on the Switch too? Then I'd be interested.
That'd be cool, actually.
I would be pleasantly surprised by that. That's a risk. Stepping into uncharted territory. Not even Xbox had Counter-Strike. At least I don't think. I don't think it was in the orange box. That would get my attention.
Yeah, for Mario 40th anniversary, they have a Counter-Strike skin or something. It's
Yeah,
Mario themed.
You can get glove boxes in those with you randomly. If you get the equivalent of the knife in those boxes, you get a pair of gloves for your character, and they're like super rare. You just have the Mario box, with a bunch of Mario weapon skins, and then Mario's gloves.
Mario's gloves. That would be awesome. That's something I would cheer about if they showed that in the direct.
Take risks like that.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, have that on the go with mouse controls. Just take it out wherever you are. You
Yeah,
go
like
in a coffee shop, play some counter.
You can make a funny trailer where the guy's playing with full audio on the airplane, and then the commentator's like, "Bomb has been planted," and just like a beeping starts, and we're just like, "Ah!"
And he's like, I'm just playing Counter-Strike on my Nintendo Switch 2. And they're like, oh. Something.
Like the air marshal's got like a gun to his head, and they're just like, I could be like one of those old '90s commercials where they would just like the video would be just like Kirby mugging a guy and insulting him in an alley just to sell Kirby's golf. We need to bring back that edge.
90s commercials were unhinged.
We gotta bring back using weird ass alternative music. Have you ever seen that one Nintendo commercial where these like, "Who was in my room last night" by the Butthole Surfers? It's literally a song about getting fucked by an alien. They were using it to sell the Super Nintendo.
What? No way.
Explicit, but it's just.
Oh my gosh.
And then like they're showing like shots like Mario graffitied on the side of a wall. He's got like, sunglasses on and like a gold chain.
That sounds so 90s.
It's called the Play It Loud commercial.
Keep off the grass, do not feed the
It's like
animals.
a shot of.
Oh yeah, I'm watching it right now.
This sounds so hilarious.
This is the song. Wow. The Mario with the sunglasses. Basketball, Kirby. Wait, they just censored it.
They got like a clip of a kid taking a crap. Yeah, kid on the toilet.
Bicycling. Jumping on couches. Beavis and Butthead. Why is Beavis and Butthead there?
So yeah, we need that for the Switch 2 counter.
We need to play it out loud for Switch.
Yeah, in general, we need music, some modern weirdo music. We need music, Femtanol or Jane Remover. I don't know any of their songs, but I know that the alternative kids love them.
The burst into Nintendo of America and saying this is what we need. They got a new
Guy
president.
got it.
They got to be open to ideas. So, play it loud. Nintendo Switch 2. Sales will be up by 500%. Let's talk about the next thing, which I thought was a Pikmin because I saw some grass in the
Deltarune
ground.
5.
But it's Deltarune 5. People were freaking out about it. I never played it. I played Undertale. It was fun. Have you ever played Deltarune?
I played the demo on Steam back in 2018, and when it got updated in 2021. I didn't buy the 3 and 4 because a lot of people were just playing that, and I was like, truthfully, I do not like the bullet hell gameplay in those. A lot of the fun of it is just touring around and seeing all the sights. If somebody's doing that for free, I know it's sacrilege these days to be like, oh yeah, I watched somebody play it, but listen, man, the combat is just not fun in that, man. I played the demo. I know it's not that fun.
I don't really like the combat. I like the writing a lot. The writing is funny, and I like the vibe of that, but I don't know. Never really got along with the gameplay.
People like it.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Okay,
Metaphor, Fantasio, Persona in a castle.
I genuinely thought this was Persona. It looked like the I guess character.
This came out a while ago. It doesn't even have any DLC. I don't even know if the original game has any DLC, so good for them for getting this one. I don't know, that's all I gotta say.
Okay, next, Minecraft. Why the frick was this not available last year?
I thought this already come out.
No, they have not had a Switch 2 version. It's cool how they have the dynamic lighting that was promised to us since 2018. When the Xbox One came out, they're like, we're gonna have Minecraft have dynamic lighting. It's just never been released. But now we have a Nintendo Switch 2 version. It looks cool. It won't be a free update, though.
I do not care about any of these additional games coming out.
One last thing for Minecraft. One positive thing. We'll get a Bearman video. So
This is true.
that'll be good.
Very good YouTuber.
That'll be good. I'll get something out of it. But yes, the games after that. Whenever they do these scissor reels, I never get anything out of any of this. Does anyone care? Ooh, Space Marine Warhammer.
It's already been out for a year.
Been out for a year. Observer. Sure. Metal Gear Solid 2. Been out on the PS2 for 25 years.
Yeah, that one is a little lame because it's just. I think it only really includes the. It is lame though because they're not including the weird spin-off Metal Gear Acid. Or are they? I can't.
If they had Metal
No, they're
Gear
not.
Rising, I would actually lock in and get it. Metal Gear Rising is awesome.
I would like to see Metal Gear Acid get a little love again. The whole idea is like it's a deck builder, and I feel like they could, especially with how Konami's kind of crash and burn without Kojima's direction. If they wanted to go forward with that, they should have just done some shit with Metal Gear Acid as opposed to the main franchise. That's all I got. That's all I got for any of this stuff.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's been out 6 years.
I don't care about any of this other stuff. Yeah, skip.
Skip. Tales of Eternia. Skip. SnowRunner. AI game. Fitness Boxing 3. Who cares? Everbloom. AI looking game. Then
Final Fantasy 14.
Then Kingdom Hearts Collection, which the cloud versions were on the first Switch. They should have been playable on there from the start. They're PS2 games. It just feels like they didn't want to put in the effort to make PS2 games run on the Switch. I don't see what's so exciting about any of this. To wait till October 8th, 2026 for games that should have been playable to begin with. And then they revealed Kingdom Hearts 4. We had known about Kingdom Hearts 4 for 3 years now. But apparently this footage wasn't seen. They were just like,
Nintendo got to show Kingdom Hearts 4 footage, but Sony didn't get to show Kingdom Hearts 4 footage.
okay. And it doesn't look amazing. It looks like a Kingdom Hearts game. But in
Yeah,
Tokyo
so-
now. Like,
Yeah, Sony got to do their shit. They got to show all their fucking Marvel toys. Kingdom Hearts is now like a fucking powerhouse it was in 1 or 2 or 4, whenever the fuck that first one came out.
this franchise is a joke. Almost everyone agrees that the story genuinely makes no sense and is incomprehensible. Did people like Kingdom Hearts 3? Like, I don't remember anyone actually liking that one.
They liked it at the time because it came out, but now no one really talks about it. I think most people assumed it was just the conclusion too, so they're just like, alright, it's over, done.
That's what it felt like. And then the end of it made it seem like it was up in the air. I'm done trying to understand that series. I hate that franchise. And that's it. That's the end of the direct.
No, we're done. There wasn't even any gameplay.
There wasn't even any gameplay. So
What's there to talk about?
What is there to talk about? This direct was peak because Ocarina of Time remake was revealed. Even though we knew about it 3 months ago. And there was no gameplay.
You know you like the game, and it's been out coming up on 30 years now. If you think that's something worth like doing backflips about, I guess it's one thing if you want to show your kid the game, because you're 30 years old now, or you're 34 or something like that. But
Hand him the 3DS.
I've seen these 20-year-olds who like have had like easier ways to like access this game than a lot of people. It's just, I don't know. It's lame. And of all the ones to remake too.
We're making the one that universally everyone agrees is good. No, most people think it's good. There's a lot of things to criticize about it, but they're not going to fix the things people criticize about it, because then it wouldn't be the same game. It'd be a completely different game at that point.
Exactly. So it just kind of bothers me. I would have been more interested in a Majora's Mask remake. People are a bit more critical of that DS one. Maybe see them do like another revamp would have been interesting. Or maybe, how about a new game?
If they do Majora's Mask in this style after this, then that would be pretty cool. They tend to shy away from Majora's Mask. Aonuma seems like he was making it out of obligation than if he wanted to make it. Back when the 3DS one came out, he was just like, I'd rather not people bring that one up. People genuinely had criticisms for the 3D version, so to see them remake that and do it right, I think actually would justify itself as a remake. There's actually things to improve on with that one.
Majora's Mask is just a very inspired game. You can tell where it gets its ideas from on its face. It wears its themes on its face, literally through masks. I think just even then we're just spinning our wheels still, or it's not actually a new game. I just have fondness for that one more so than Ocarina of Time. I have really nothing to conclude on, because it's just like, I'm not really mad enough about it being like this because I was already disappointed by the Switch's launch to begin with. It's like that one famous quote. Would you rather have unlimited bacon, no video games, or unlimited video games and no video games? I think it was like a joke about... It was like some dumbass quote, but it can really just apply to fucking kind of the Switch, where it's just, sure, they got new shit coming out, technically. I go to my Steam page, first thing it hits me with is games from Croatia. You don't see Nintendo doing that. They're having a deal based around fucking Croatian shit. That's badass. But no, I can look forward to all these Croatian games on Steam, but on Switch, what do I have to look forward to? A game from 30 years ago? Lame.
But these realistic graphics are just weird. They look off.
Yeah, that cutscene looked gross, yeah.
Obviously, it's not finished, so I don't want to criticize it. We haven't seen anything of it. I'm just really nitpicking here, but it just looks weird. Imagine that hyper-realistic Link walk around the Deku Tree doing the same puzzles the same way. It just sounds weird. It just sounds like a fan game. This will be Legend of Zelda in 2013 type thing.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It's true. That is very similar.
And it looks like it's going for a different visual style, which I respect. Even the opening cutscene is going through it a different way, like looking at a tapestry, and even Link's bed in his room looks different. It's a full-on remake, so that'll be interesting to see what it looks like. But the more human-looking Link just looks weird. And I bet so much money this game's going to be delayed. It says 2026, so the absolute latest could come out is 6 months. And we have 10 seconds of footage.
You already know what you're getting yourself into. They don't need to show anything.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Show us like a shot of Link riding a horse, 5 seconds, and the fanboys will jump out of their seats. No, we just see Link sleeping. Come on, man. If it was the full opening cutscene, I'd be hyped for it. But even at the time when I was watching this full presentation, I saw, oh my gosh, Legend of Zelda, something actually to be excited about. And then it just cuts before it even starts. I don't have anything else to say. I'm freaking done with this. This is friggin' crap. Then they had the President of America talk for a little bit. Cool. And then Treehouse Live.
What did they even show in Treehouse Live? I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch Treehouse Live. They showed Star Fox footage, which looks pretty good. and they showed Splatty Fest footage and Amiibo, and then they showed Rhythm Heaven, and then Star Fox again.
I see.
They had face filters of Star Fox characters on themselves with the Nintendo Switch camera feature.
You can whip out your cock and like have it be like the character's cock.
Yes.
Am I supposed to be impressed by that?
Like Snapchat filter.
By Snapchat filter, by something VTubers have been doing for the past 5 years? Dude, we live in a post-burnt peanut world. I'm not impressed by this shit anymore. It sucks.
Any final thoughts on the Nintendo Direct?
You got played. That's... I waited till it was over so I could play it at 2 times speed. I watched this at work. I literally turned it off around the 40-minute mark. It's like, I'll watch this at a later point because this is fucking boring. The work in front of me was more interesting than what was happening in the Direct. I thought this would be like, okay, I have a pretty slow work day today because I'm just reading a lot. I was reading a lot of stuff and writing just... It was a lot of busy work. And watching that Direct almost felt like busy work in its own way. Somehow, what was on my work computer was more stimulating than my phone. So, fuck you, Nintendo. Thanks for nothing. You ruined my day. And I left my sandwich from Jimmy John's in the car. There's only 10% of it left, but that's $4 worth of sandwich that I'll never get back.
Because of Nintendo.
Because of Nintendo.
My final
Directly.
thoughts. 3 words to sum up this Direct. You got played.
Yeah. Stop being a Nintendo fan. Start reading books, and not the ones you can find at the kids section of BAM, not that Five Nights at Freddy's shit. Read real books.
Yeah.
Watch real movies. Just start contributing to society. You fat monkeys. That's all.
That's all. That's all. Shave your neck beard.
Shave your neck beard.
Pull up.
Scrape the stickers off your car, and
Sure.
pray to God I don't catch you in Tennessee again.
Exactly. Otherwise, it'll be revoked.
You've been revoked.
You don't understand that reference? Look up Family Guy. Funny moments.
Don't. No, we keep this niche.
Okay, we'll keep it niche. Okay.
We're gonna let people know about this little gem.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Lincoln, also known as VNX, signing off. You just got played.